I'm going to turn now to Courtney B. Vance. Fan?
Yes, huge fan.
Everybody, you know this guy, Courtney B. Vance. He's been around for quite some time. He's an award-winning, a Tony and Emmy award-winning actor. Starred in so much Broadway, movies, television, in the mega hit Lovecraft Country right now. Well, he is now speaking out, sharing a very personal story, something he's never talked about publicly before. And he's teamed up with Dr. Robin, who is Oprah Winfrey's on-air therapist. They're trying to take the stigma out of mental illness.
It's Mental Illness Awareness Week. Now, we have a lot going on, Courtney, in the country right now that's taking our attention. But is this a week? Are you disappointed sometimes, and even now, that it seems like this week isn't getting the attention that maybe it deserves?
There's so much happening. Twin pandemics again of the pandemic of the COVID and the racism, but there's nobody talking. Nobody is saying it's going to be okay.
But Dr. Robin, to his point, all these things tie together, and this is the most important time to be talking about mental illness, given the pandemic, given the racial equality, given the protests, given what we're seeing out of D.C., given all we've gone. It's just been a traumatic year. Is this the most important time we can remember that we need to be paying attention to our mental health?
It is, TJ. What we're seeing right now in this country is that we can't hide our issues. We can't hide that we are as sick as our secrets. So we thought, TJ, and that's why Courtney and I are out here doing this as comrades and ambassadors about mental wellness and mental health, because we recognize that the more we hide our sickness, the more our sickness reigns supreme.
I'm a 43-year-old black man myself, and it's throughout most of my life this understand you. If you need mental health help, then that means you're weak. You can't handle your own issues. And I think it's, like, to her point, certainly different for black men. So when did it for you? When did that change?
My father took his life back when I was 30, on top of the world, the theatrical world, doing 6 Degrees of Separation on Broadway. I was rocked. My mother called me in hysterics. And so I went home and we were there, my sister and I, 3 weeks taking care, ordering things for my mother and getting her affairs in order. And she quietly pulled us aside just before we were about to leave and said, find a professional therapist, psychologist, psychiatrist to speak to. And this will not take us down. This will not destroy our family. Your father couldn't do it for whatever reason, but that is not you, and that is not me, and that is not your sisters.
You said doing that saved your life. Do you mean that quite literally? And what do you think would have happened to you had you not done that?
I could have been a statistic myself.
But what would you tell folks who still say, I don't want to go to therapy? What do you tell folks?
We get our cars checked up and we go to the dentist. When it comes to our relationships and the relationship we have with ourselves, we don't have room to cultivate it. But this is what's important. What is therapy? It can be traditionally going to see a psychiatrist, psychologist, a mental health expert. It's important if we can do it. But what therapy really is, it is finding a safe person and place where you can express what is going on within and overhear the conversation you have been having with yourself all of your life.
So Courtney and Dr. Robin are in partnership now with the National Alliance on Mental Illness. It's a Mental Health Awareness Week, but World Mental Health Day is on Saturday. Everybody out there need to be reminded, if you need help, there are folks available. Go to nami.org. There are all kinds of resources out there if you want to talk to somebody. The suicide prevention hotline as well, but they absolutely say you have to start with acknowledging that you need help and then also accept that you deserve it. It's okay.
I love that. It's such an important conversation, and that most people at some point in their life need help. Yes. I know that if I didn't have a therapist to talk to during my divorce, during my cancer answer, I don't know how I would have gotten through it. You need to reach out.
You and I have had these conversations for years, and I rejected. You all, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Robot? I'm not going to therapy.
And I said, you deserve therapy, right?
And that was years ago. You've been working on me for years, and I've come around. I assure you.
You joined the club. I love it.
It's a big club, apparently.
It is a big club, and hopefully it's growing larger because that's what's needed.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.